بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا سيد الخلق وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome again at our lesson on the book by Imam al-Suyuti, عمل اليوم وليلة. And this is a collection of prophetic practices and prayers and supplications. Now, Imam al-Suyuti wrote a manual or compiled a manual with all kinds of daily practices and supplications from the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you might compare this work with other works of similar kind. And in these times, for example, we have Hisn al-Muslim by Sheikh al-Qahtani, which is actually, or could be seen as, a summary of the work by Imam al-Nawawi, Kitab al-Adhkar, which is a very extensive work. Compared to Kitab al-Adhkar, this work by Imam al-Suyuti is also small, and Hisn al-Muslim is even smaller, and you can carry it with you even as a pocket book in your pocket. This work here, I've not seen the Arabic original for sale, but maybe it is available for those who are interested. But this work is good to have because it also gives you the English translation. Now we have arrived at the second to last chapter of this book. It's a short chapter, relatively short, and it starts at page 194, and the title of the chapter is Various Reported Expressions of Seeking Refuge in Allah. Isti'adhatun mutlaqatun ma'thuratun. And here also the same goes for what we said regarding the last lesson when we discussed the title of the chapter. Ma'thura, these expressions of seeking refuge in God, they're all ma'thura. They're all from the corpus of hadith. Now, also here I've selected a few of those because there are many of them, and many of these expressions of seeking refuge in Allah are for many occasions that occur in one's life, in one's daily life. And Imam al-Suyuti starts with the following: Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min sharri al-qada'i wa min jahdi al-bala'i wa darki al-shaqa'i wa shamatati al-a'da'i. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from the harm of the decree, al-qada, from the struggle in tribulation, jahdi al-bala, and then from being overtaken by wretchedness, وَدَرْكِ الشَّقَاء, and from the malice of enemies, وَالشَّمَاتَةِ الْأَعْدَاءِ. That's one dua. Then the second one, اللهم إني أعوذ بك من شر ما علمت وأعوذ بك من شر ما لا أعلم وما لم أعلم. Excuse me. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from the evil of what I know, or alimtu, what I've learned, and I seek refuge in you from the evil of what I do not know, ma lam a'lam. So if you say Allahumma inni a'udhu bika, that inni, it's tawqid here, it's you stress something, so that's why the translator chose to translate it as, O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you. Or you could also say, verily I seek refuge in you. Just to stress the importance of what you're saying. And the last dua on this page here, page 194, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika. So all these supplications to seek refuge in Allah, they start like this, in a similar manner. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika, and then what you get, the harful jar occurs, min. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min. And then the dua continues. So the last dua here, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ghalabati dayn wa ghalabati al-aduwi wa min bawari al-ithm wa min fitnati al-masih al-dajjal. And this is a dua which should especially be said in these times. The fitna of the Dajjal could be translated as the one who is the Antichrist. So, oh Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from overwhelming debt, ghalabati dayn, from an overwhelming enemy, wa ghalabati al-adu, from destructive sins, bawari al-ithm, and from the temptation of the Antichrist. So the Antichrist, Dajjal, he will tempt us, and we have to seek refuge in Allah from this, with this dua, and of course also by reading from Surah Al-Kahf, the first 10 verses or the last 10 verses. And then the next page. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ash-shiqaq wal-nifaq wa su'il akhlaq. This is a very well-known dua. You should have memorized it and say it on a daily basis. Actually, whenever the occasion is there for you to make a dua. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ash-shiqaq wal-nifaq wa su'il akhlaq. This is very easy to memorize because it's also easy upon the tongue and it rhymes. Then Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min munkarati al-akhlaq wal-a'mali wal-ahwa. So, O Allah, and this the translation of the first one I mentioned. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from difficulty, ash-shiqaq, hypocrisy and nifaq, and bad character traits, su'il akhlaq. And then a dua which is close in meaning and a little bit more extensive. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min munkarati al-akhlaq wal-a'mali wal-ahwa. I seek refuge in you, O Allah, from that which is wrong amongst character traits, deeds and desires, al-ahwa. Then Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an ushrika bika wa ana a'lam wa astaghfiruka lima la a'lam. Very important dua as well here. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you, lest I associate a partner with you while knowing this. For this is intentional shirk. And I seek your forgiveness for what I do not know. Beautiful. Then we've arrived actually at the last page of this chapter here. I'll select two more du'as to read from, and then we'll close off this lesson as well. Let me see. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajzi wal-kasal. This is very well known, this dua. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from inability and laziness. Inability, al-ajz, and laziness is al-kasal. And then there's some more things you could say after this. Then the next dua to seek refuge in Allah. O Allah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-faqr wal-'aylati, sorry, because of min is wal-'aylati, wa min an adhlima aw udhlam. O Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from poverty and impoverishment, and lest I oppress or am oppressed. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-faqri, poverty, wal-'aylati, impoverishment, ومن أن أظلم أو أظلم. الظلم here, الظلم is oppression. And then the last dua in this chapter, page 198. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من طبع يهدي إلى طمع ومن طمع إلى غير مطمع ومن طمع حيث لا مطمع. So this means, oh Allah, truly I seek refuge in you from a nature that leads to greed, الطبع. And greed is طمع. From greedily desiring something that should not be desired, and from greedily desiring where there's nothing to be desired. So especially in this world, greed is one of those bad and destructive character traits. And in these times we see greediness at a scale which is unmatched. So for a Muslim, it's very important to be aware of this and to seek refuge in Allah from this greed, so you do not go along with this, how would you call it, with this trend of amassing more and more and more. Well, you have enough. You should be content with what you have, and you have enough. And do not be greedy, right? Do not desire more, because there's no need to have more, right? We already have more, especially here in the West. We have more than the majority of people in the world. And so the Prophet, peace be upon him, peace and blessing be upon him, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, came to teach us that we should not be greedy. And the perfect way to protect yourself from this desire, from this sickness of the heart, is this dua. And with this chapter closes and leaves us to discuss the last chapter of this book, Al-Asma al-Husna. So here Imam al-Suyuti, and I will devote a separate lesson to this last chapter, the 99 beautiful names of Allah. Barakallahu fikum once again for watching and listening to me and for having patience with me. I hope this is beneficial. If there's anything I've missed or have not discussed, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this lesson, let me know in the comments. May Allah reward you, and may Allah make us of those who act upon what they read and learn. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وجزاكم الله خيرا فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.